intern this stuff for Andre Harrell. You know the answer already. That started his journey. According to R. Kelly, they was touching on him, He said that started his journey. Puffy started some journeys.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
So it looks like the list of people that Diddy took out is actually more than we thought, because word on the street is he unalived both Kim Porter and Andre Harrell after Kim found out that he and Andre were having a gay affair behind her back. Kim was already used to Diddy being a terrible person to her, but him pounding Andre was definitely not something she was expecting, especially since she and Andre were such good friends. It's still unclear exactly when Diddy and Andre allegedly started having an affair, but it seems like it wasn't too long after Diddy started courting Kim. Apparently, Andre was planning on coming out of the closet as a gay man, and even writing a tell-all book to expose Diddy, but right before he could pull through with all that, Diddy got word of what Andre was doing and took him out as fast as he could. Baby, the details of this story are extremely disturbing, but before we get into all of that, let me give y'all a little backstory as to how Andre and Diddy even linked up in the first place. It all started when Diddy dropped out of Howard University in '92 to pursue music full-time. He was immediately hired by Uptown Records, co-founder Andre Harrell. And shortly after Diddy joined Uptown, Kim Porter was also hired by Andre to be his personal assistant, and that's when she and Diddy hit it off. According to Diddy, he first met Kim in the studio when she was still with her boyfriend Al B. Sure. Diddy spoke about this in an interview with Essence magazine, where he said, "The first time I saw her, she was at the studio with her ex-boyfriend. I wasn't trying to holler at her or anything, but I was admiring her. Her lips, her eyes, her mouth, her shape, her energy, and I was thinking, I wish I had a girl like that." But at the time, Diddy was still with his girlfriend, Misa Hilton, who was also the mother of his oldest son, Justin Combs. Misa and Kim actually became BFFs at one point, and when Kim broke up with Al B, she moved in with Diddy and Misa for some time. But not long after she moved in, she and Diddy started having a secret affair. Now, shortly after this affair, Diddy broke things off with Misa and went public with his relationship to Kim. Chill, if only Kim knew the disaster she was getting herself into, she would have never stole that man from Misa. Now, this is where things start to get messy, because at the time, there were rumors about Andre being DL and messing with boys that he signed to Uptown. In fact, back in 2010, the popular gossip blog Hollywood Street King got a tip-off that Andre was planning to come out of the closet and publicly announce that he was gay. It's unclear why he changed his mind, but people believe that Diddy convinced him it was a bad idea. The source said, Hollywood Street King has learned music mogul Andre Harrell has openly admitted to being gay. The man who discovered Sean Puffy Combs is expected to make the news about his actual orientation, internally confirmed, in the near future. You may remember Harrell once served as president and CEO of Uptown Records, a label which was once home to artists including Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. I wonder what Harrell's former protege, P. Diddy, has to say about this one. As if that wasn't incriminating enough, Suge Knight also revealed just about a month ago that Andre wasn't only having an affair with Diddy behind Kim's back, but he was also sleeping with Russell Simmons too. He said Diddy grew a fetish for sleeping with men after he started working for Andre at Uptown. According to Suge, it was well known among everybody that Diddy was clapping Andre's cheeks on the low, but nobody really talked about it because it was a popular thing among these industry men.
Andre Harrell and Russell Simmons, everybody know, they might not want to say it, they know they was lovers. They participated in those types of things. Then once again, A person has the right to be whatever they want to be, or own it. These men in the industry don't consider themselves gay. They consider themselves with mess with women, or they really don't like a woman because they beat the shit out of them, and they just believe in they having fun with each other. And somebody been having fun with them. So when you take Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons, Uptown, Def Jam, Freaky, Puffy did his intern this stuff for Andre Harrell. You know the answer already. That started his journey. According to R. Kelly, they was touching on him. He said that started his journey.
So as y'all can see, Andre and Diddy were out here doing the most. And word on the street is, Kim suspected that Andre was sleeping with Diddy. Kim even went as far as doing her own investigation by looking through all the security footage of Diddy and Andre's recording sessions. That's when she found footage of them doing some very hardcore intimate things with each other's private parts. Apparently, she even confronted Andre about all this, but he looked at her dead in her face and denied ever doing anything with Diddy. All this tea was allegedly part of the book that Kim was writing just before she died.
Kim know all his deepest secrets. You understand? Kim knew why he was using the butt plug.
When Kim died, there were questions around her death because the coroner who was investigating her case, Ed Winter, said that the reports about her dying from pneumonia were false, and that he even went as far as to ruling her death a homicide. According to reports, Ed found traces of toxins in her system, but immediately after he made the discovery, he was thrown off the case and replaced by another coroner. What's even more suspicious is that Ed suddenly died about a year ago. And when people started revisiting Kim's case again and literally hunting him down to get answers, can y'all imagine all of the tea that Ed would have spilled today if he didn't mysteriously die at the start of this whole thing? As if that wasn't bad enough, Kim's ex-boyfriend Al B. Sure also slammed the news about her dying from pneumonia by claiming she was murdered. He posted a video of him crying at the time of Kim's death and captioned it, "Just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some bullshit." He made another post where he said that she was running from someone and how he asked her to call for FBI protection. He said in the comments, "You would never believe what she went through." And guess what? Just about 3 months after Al B. Sure made these posts, he was admitted to the hospital for multiple organ failures, eventually slipping into a coma. But see, it's not just Kim's death that's been getting questioned recently. People are also now speculating that Diddy may have something to do with Andre's sudden death too. Andre died in May of 2020 due to a sudden heart failure. In a since-deleted IG post, Diddy posted a photo of him and Andre to express his grievances over Andre's sudden demise. He said, "I honestly still can't believe it. I've got to give myself the reality of this in doses, because I can't even handle this. I hope to God that you are all blessed to have someone in your life that loves you and believes in you like this man believed in me. I'm going to miss him so much. I can't even imagine life without Dre. God bless Gianni, McKnight, and the rest of the family. Love you forever, Andre Harrell." It's still unclear why Diddy deleted the post just minutes after posting it, but people believe all this was for show and that he may have had a hand in Andre's death. I mean, the only people from his past that were still alive were Kim, Andre, and Al B. Sure. Both Kim and Andre are now dead, and Al B. has just barely escaped death himself. And just like Kim and Andre, was also working on a tell-all book.
I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, it's...
Child, I'ma just leave this to y'all to process, because at some point it becomes a bit delusional to think Diddy is innocent in all this. That man has done some irreparable damage to a lot of people's lives, and it's just now all coming back to bite him. Now, as usual, people have their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, Diddy needs to be investigated and that book must be saved. I hope that someone leaks footage and exposes Diddy, and whoever released it should be protected. I think that Diddy's twins should protect themselves and do their best to visit KP family. Rumors are saying that Diddy bought the casket for KP before her death. Justice for Kim Porter. Another person said, that man unalived Tupac, Biggie, Kim Porter, Heavy D, and Andre Harrell. He was also the reason why Al B was in a coma and Jamie Foxx was hospitalized. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Diddy getting exposed for taking out Kim and Andre? And do y'all believe him and Andre were having an affair behind Kim's back? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.